Coming to you this week from downtown Detroit. We're inside the Little Caesars Arena, home of Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
That's right. It looks like a high school basketball game is about to break out, so we thought we'd check it out.
Yeah, we'll also take a look inside some wrestling and skiing as regionals took place this week.
And since the Winter Olympics are in full swing, we profile some hockey players who might be wearing the Stars and Stripes next time around.
It's all that and a whole lot more.
State Champs starts now. Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people. Welcome everyone inside Little Caesars Arena, where this week both Riverview, Gabriel Richard, and Cranbrook had an opportunity to compete in this amazing building. Those highlights coming up. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. I'm Lauren Plant.
And I'm Kiera Hay. For the first time in a long time, the NHL pros did not send their stars to compete in the Olympics, and that opens up the doors to some of the best and brightest young players in the country to get their shot. The United States development teams call Southeast Michigan home, so Daniela Bruce is going in focus on a few of the young guys that are some of the best in the world, and not only do they play here, they also go to high school here.
They do. We'll keep that Olympic theme with a shout out on all the Michiganders currently in South Korea, and our main event was a basketball game in the Lansing area. We'll start our highlights on the hardwood. Big Friday night matchup between two teams with dreams of playing at the Breslin Center this year. Let's begin there.
Packed house on Friday night at the Southfield Christian Gym as the Eagles are the #1 team in Class D, and they took on the #1 team in Class B, the River Rouge Panthers. These two teams know how good each other are, and you can tell they respect each other before the game is even tipped off. First quarter action, Southfield Christian in white. Caleb Hunter with the step back. The shot from downtown is good. Game was tied at 18 after the first quarter. Second quarter, game tied at 20. Rouge trying to find the open man. Rylan Toney with the long-distance bucket, but Rouge trailed by 14 points at halftime. Third quarter, Caleb Hunter's pass to Harlan Beverly, and he slams the jam, putting Southfield Christian up 39-25. Still, in the third, the Eagles quickly moving the ball to Hunter. Another shot from beyond the arc, nothing but net. Southfield Christian up 55-40 after three. Now to the fourth quarter, the Eagles pulling away. Harlan Beverly with another slam will seal the deal for Southfield Christian as they defeated River Rouge with the final score 68-45.
Lauren with you now, and let's go west for girls hoops. Kalamazoo Hackett made the trip up US 131 to take on the Chargers of Grand Rapids Covenant Christian. KZoo Hackett in green trying to get to 10-7 on the season. The senior Sydney Preston finding an opening. Nice bucket. Covenant hoping for victory number 13. Aubrey Schimmel finds Brianna Muhlenberg. She hits the 360 in the paint. Chargers went into halftime leading 29-24. Kalamazoo Hackett came out strong in the third. The sophomore Sophia Cronin gets the turnover, then gets the deuce on the other side. But Covenant Christian would come out on top. Wide open look for Natalie Tosin. Count it. Covenant Christian beats Kalamazoo Hackett 60-48.
Today we'd like to update you on the 2018 Battle of the Fans. The Battle of the Fans is in its 7th year and promotes student cheering sections that reflect enthusiasm and pump up the atmosphere at games without disrespecting the opponent. From the 19 schools which entered, 9 semifinalists were named in early January, which engaged in nearly 2 weeks of sportsmanship challenges on social media. The 3 finalists coming out of those challenges were Boyne City, Buchanan, and Petoskey. We kicked off the finalist tour on February 2nd with members of the MHSA staff visiting both Boyne City and Petoskey, two schools just 15 miles apart in northern Michigan.
Welcome to the jungle!
We wrapped up the tour Friday night in southwestern Michigan at Buchanan, which won the Battle of the Fans crown in 2013. This week, you can view videos of our semifinalist visits and vote for your favorite school on the MHSA social media websites. And the Student Advisory Council will use that information as one part of determining a champion. Vote for your favorite school on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit our website later this week for the announcement of this year's champion.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Tech Athletics. The men's tennis team is back on the court and off to a great start this season. Head coach Steve Beamlander has been a part of the men's and women's tennis programs since their inception 4 years ago. His vision and the team's steady progression is paying off.
We started with 7 guys and grew that to 8. And everybody was about 3 months out of high school. And so we had a bunch of young kids other than one transfer. And we went out and we played tennis.
Senior Jan Horstkuter is a transfer student from Germany, and this is his 3rd season with the Blue Devils. While excited about the program's evolution over the past few years, his proudest moment was being a part of the men's team's first trip to the NAIA National Tournament last year.
I came into a program that was pretty new. From then on, we improved every year, and then last year we kind of made a huge jump in being, nationally ranked, and then going to nationals and playing the first round there.
If you are a high school tennis player that thinks you have the skills to be a Blue Devil, why not recruit yourself at LTUathletics.com right now.
Hey State Champs, I'm Daniela Bruce, and we are sending out an all-points bulletin to all high school gamers out there. We want you and 4 friends from your school to join our first ever League of Legends Esports League. It begins in March. Your team competes on your schedules. Top 16 teams are then invited to a fantastic 2-day tournament here at Lawrence Tech in mid-May. You pay nothing. We give you the chance to win amazing gaming prizes, and you could win up to $16,000 in scholarship money per year that you're enrolled here at Lawrence Technological University. Registration ends February 25th. Register your team at esportsmichigan.com. Lots more state champs coming up, so stay with us.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and today I'm here to change your outlook on becoming a referee. Sometimes being a referee can be hard work, but I'm here to tell you that the positives far outweigh the negatives. Just think of the impact you could have on the younger generation, the laughs you could share, and the lives you could change. There's an unofficiated game that needs you.
Welcome back to State Champs. This week, I got the chance to spend a day in Novi with 3 high school athletes who are looking to take their hockey careers to the next level. Let's go in focus. The USA Hockey U18 national team is filled with the best hockey players from across the nation. This year, some of that talent is even more than expected.
It's a unique opportunity to coach these kind of talents. So, first of all, it's very fun because more often than not, highly talented players that have earned the right to be here, are also highly driven.
These highly talented and driven players are 17-year-olds Matthias Samuelson, Joel Farabee, and Oliver Wallstrom, all from the East Coast, here attending Novi High School while chasing their NHL dreams.
I just grew up watching it all the time, constantly watching hockey games, and I look at the TV and say I want to be like one of those guys, and I just fell in love with the game at a young age.
Would love to get drafted by an NHL team and hopefully one day make a good NHL career, and then the ultimate dream out of all this is hopefully win a Stanley Cup.
A dream that isn't a stretch for these boys, all potential first rounders in the upcoming NHL draft, which comes with some obvious pressure.
Coming into this year, your U18 year, you kind of know that, and you try not to look at it too much, but it obviously comes into a factor, and I think you just can't let it bother you.
Trying to juggle high-level hockey, a new school, and everything else that comes with being 17 can also add some pressure. But these boys say USA Hockey and Novi High School have been helpful in that process.
We get a lot of support here that help us with all that stuff. Miss Vollmers is a huge help with academics, and she pushes us and teaches us how to stay on track with things, and when we're traveling to take care of that stuff.
At the end of the day, just listing out your priorities in life helps a lot. I mean, definitely school and your family comes first, but after that, I like to think hockey comes next.
And Coach says these players have all the necessary tools to be successful.
The thing that separates them from a lot of other talented players is their daily work ethic, their daily drive to be great players.
Drive and excellence that will hopefully lead their team to another world title this year and will carry on to a successful NHL career. For State Champs, I'm Daniela Bruce.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and back to the highlights. We take to the match for Division II Regional Wrestling Finals between the Chiefs from New Boston Huron and the Tecumseh Indians under the spotlight at Annapolis High School. The two teams met here just last year when Tecumseh beat Huron in the semifinals. Looking to cause another upset was Indians junior Vince Perez, who gets the pin to put his team on top. But the Chiefs are not a team easily beaten, as we have the freshman heavyweight Tyler Short going the distance, earning 2 points for that takedown and securing the match as time expires. It was a grudge match all night, but we beat too much Tecumseh. Junior Josh Hilton takes control of this one quick, and the ref would hit the mat in just the first round. The Indians will be heading back to the quarterfinals with the victory over New Boston Huron and hoist the regional championship trophy once again. Over to the slopes at Alpine Valley for the Division I Slalom and Giant Slalom Skiing Regionals. Starting with the ladies competition, we have Brooke White from Lakeland High School moving with ease through the slalom course, taking 5th overall in the girls and helping her team take 2nd overall. Next up was the Milford High School star Morgan Watts flying through the course. She would dominate the competition, 1st overall in both events and leading her team to the number 1 spot. Over to the boys races. From Brighton is Danny Vaughn, almost losing his footing, but making a nice recovery. He would take 2nd in the giant slalom, and the Bulldogs would finish in front as a team. Lakeland showed improved on this day. Here's James Wensloff making some sharp cuts that would give him 1st in both races and help lead the Eagles to take 2nd overall. Both their boys and girls teams qualified to compete at the state competition at Boyne Mountain.
Sarah Chevrolet is proud to recognize the hard-working people in the communities they serve with the Sarah Chevrolet Community Awards. February's Student of the Month goes to Birmingham Roper senior Janae Wilson. In addition to being a remarkable student with outstanding grades, Janae exemplifies a community mindset.
She is everything you would expect a great student to be. She's incredibly bright. She's a very hard worker. When Janae sees a problem, she solves it.
She participates in several organizations and is also the editor-in-chief for the student newspaper. Janae was accepted to Northwestern University and will enroll in the prestigious Medill School of Journalism.
On behalf of Sarah Chevrolet, I would like to congratulate Janae Wilson on being the Student of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, as you can see, we're having a ton of fun at the Little Caesars Arena. But you want to know what's even more fun? Watching the Olympics when you have someone to cheer for. There's a lot of Michigan athletes competing in the 2018 Winter Olympics, so let's take a look at some. First up is Evan Bates, a 2007 graduate from Ann Arbor Huron High School. He is paired up with Madison Chalk, who graduated from Novi in 2010. Staying in figure skating, we have the sibling duo of Alex and Maya Shibutani. They both went to Ann Arbor Huron. We have 3 from Michigan that are playing on the men's hockey team: Jim Slater of Lapeer East, Chad Billings of Marysville, and James Wisniewski of Canton. And on the women's team, Megan Keller, a 2014 graduate from North Farmington, is the only player repping the Mitten. We're still on the ice as we have Jessica Smith-Corman from Allen Park Cabrini competing in speed skating. Finally, in snowboarding, Nick Baumgartner of West Iron County and Kyle Mack from West Bloomfield will be going for gold. Good luck to all our Michiganders out in South Korea. State Champs will be right back.
So many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Not again.
What's the matter?
One of those YouTube ads. They keep popping up right in the middle of my show.
What's up? Another YouTube ad.
Oh yeah? What are they trying to sell us this time?
Right now at Sarah Chevrolet of Southfield, lease a 2018 Equinox LS for $124 a month, or a Silverado Double Cab 4x4 just $159.
Actually, those deals look pretty good.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay, but right after this is back to cat videos. I heard there's one that water skis.
It's my student aid. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Want to gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
This is another edition of BCAM's Fast Break. Back in the chair, the Assistant Executive Director, Dan Young. Thanks for being here.
Thank you again.
All right, hey guys, every spring BCAM gives out hundreds of awards to high school basketball players and teams at the end of the season. They call them BCAM's Best, and it's voted on by the coaches. What's cool about BCAM's Best is that it recognizes the top 20 players for both boys and girls in each high school class, A, B, C, D. So a total of 160 players get recognized. An additional group are also named to honorable mention for each class. There's no limit to the number of players who can be named honorable mention. They will also choose a best of the BCAM Best, generally 10 boys and 10 girls, which is similar to the Dream Team. How does the nomination process work for the coaches? And you got a lot going on.
The nominations are open now, end of February. Everything's open, it'll go. Some go a little early, but most are due by April 1st, which is a little bit later than normal. So coaches of the year, players of the year, academic superstars, all of those types of awards, get them nominated, get the people that need to be awarded on the nominations so we can vote, and the committees will all get all of them together and put the best people on the list.
That's right, coaches, the onus is on you. You need to nominate your players. The selection of BCAM's Best of the Best is made by the chairman of the BCAM's Best committees and the 15 regional directors for both boys and girls. Now, the nomination period for the girls is February 24th through April 1st. For the boys, March 3rd through April 1st. Coaches, go to bcam.org, make your nominations. Tom Markowski, remember him? Well, he joined Dan and I on the Hang Time podcast this week. We talk about some of those that could be considered for the BCAM's Best Awards. Check it out at statechampsnetwork.com, also on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, also streaming on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. It's your high school hoops podcast, State Champs Hang Time. Check it out.
I'm Kevin Trozinski. Let's go back to the highlights as we go on the ice as the Plymouth Wildcats was at home to take on the Warriors from Birmingham Brother Rice. We picked things up in the first period with Plymouth already up 1-0. After Hockey Player of the Year candidate Jack Chumley was denied on the breakaway, CJ Mullinax feeds it back to Chumley and he goes upstairs for his 20th on the season, and the Wildcats led 2-0 after the first. But back comes Brother Rice early in the second period on the power play. It's the junior Keaton Vogel snaps it and it trickles on in to put up the Warriors on the board. More from Rice just a minute later. This is the senior Dominic DePonio, gets the puck and it's off on the breakaway. They added another goal and was up 3-2 going into the third. The Warriors were too much on this night. Once again on the man advantage is DePonio putting home his second on the night as Brother Rice goes on to beat Plymouth 4-3, the final. Next up, we head to bowling and the M66 lanes in Battle Creek as Penfield hosted the Portland Raiders. We start with the boys. This is Evan Warner from Portland finding his groove, and X marks the spot for the Raiders. But too much Penfield on this afternoon as James Ruoff steps it up for the Panthers. Here getting the strike, he finished with the .233 as Penfield beats Portland. Next to the ladies, the lefty, Emma Amor zips a strike to keep it close early on for Portland. Penfield will respond as Haley Hooper gets it to go for the strike as Penfield takes the match over Portland. And finally, we head back to Little Caesars Arena in downtown Detroit for the Catholic League crossover matchup as Riverview Gabriel Richard took on the Cranes from Cranbrook, who came in undefeated at 13-0. Richard and Maroon looking to end that undefeated streak. Pick things up in the first quarter. Garrett Balazzi finds a wide open Kevin Tuttle, who lays it on in. Pioneers up 10-6 after the opening quarter of play. Back comes Cranbrook in the second quarter off the rebound. Check out Jack Ferriman for the Cranes, taking it all the way in and gets the hoop and the harm. But Riverview Gabriel Richard would start to pull away in the second half. Tuttle this time with the feed to Balazzi, who goes on in for the bucket. He finished with a game-high 16 as Gabriel Richard ends Cranbrook's winning streak with a 64-37 victory.
In honor of February being Black History Month, State Champs is honoring some of the amazing individuals who are made and are making a difference in Michigan high school athletics. This week, we are recognizing Ariel Powers out of Detroit, Michigan. In high school, Ariel attended Detroit Country Day, where she led her team to 4 consecutive regional championships. That's no easy feat. Next stop on her journey was Michigan State. Ariel was the first Spartan to be named to the All-Big Ten first team her first season playing. She also broke Michigan State's NCAA record for the most rebounds in a single game. In 2016, Ariel was drafted into the WNBA by the Dallas Wings, where she was named WNBA Rookie of the Year. Ariel is still young in her career, and we can't wait to see what she does next.
Snap Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day.
During the Ram Truck Month event, you can lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $89 a month, or a Jeep Grand Cherokee, now just $249.
Sales service and a superior buying experience. That's Snap Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
Snap Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Snap Camp, Snap Camp.
Hey, I ordered a large veggie with garlic herb crust.
Veggie? I thought you were more of a meat eater's man.
Oh, I am, but now I can do both. Look, flavor patch.
How does that work? What happens when that's gone?
I've got Howie bread strapped to my legs.
Flavor fanatics love us because we make our dough fresh daily and have meal deals for any budget.
Hungry?
Howie's! Flavor fanatics welcome.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Welcome back to State Champs and welcome back to the LCA. So, it was just about a month ago that Grand Ledge ended East Lansing's 45-game regular season unbeaten streak. There's no doubt that Brandon Johns and the Trojans would be seeking revenge. Let's go to the home of the Comets for this week's main event. State champs back on the road, this time down I-96 to mid-Michigan for this CAAC matchup. And the first one between Grand Ledge and East Lansing was a barn burner. This one was a 5-alarm fire. Grand Ledge in white, 11-2 coming in, gunning for the series sweep over the Trojans. First quarter, and this is methodical offense. The senior Al McCready knocking down the mid-range J. He finished with 17, and the Comets led 16-12 after one. East Lansing trying to win their fourth straight. Justin McAbee kicks to Jack Morse, and he codes in the step-back three. He finished in double figures as well with 16, but the Trojans trailed 27-26 at halftime. And the intensity only intensified. The Comets feeding off that home cooking as they took a 10-point lead with just 3 minutes to go. Luke Smith on the break. Great bounce pass to Lewis, who scores. He had a team-high 19. But East Lansing never quit. When you have a Mr. Basketball candidate in Brandon Johns, you are always in the game. Big bucket after big bucket for the Michigan commit. Here, off the inbounds, posterizing the competition. 10 seconds to go now. Following the Grand Ledge missed free throw, Trojans down a bucket. Johns going left with success. We were tied at 61 into overtime. And it was all EL in the extra session. Johns just too strong in the paint. Count it and the contact. He finished with a game-high 28. Big W for East Lansing. They exact revenge, 74-67 the final.
Time for our Great Clips Clip of the Week. Back to our main event between East Lansing and Grand Ledge. That Brandon Johns dunk off the inbounds pass was a thing of beauty. The Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
All right, guys, that's our show for you this week. If you hadn't had a chance to check out the brand new Little Caesars Arena, you have to because it's so beautiful.
It is. We're inside the Pistons team store now, and hey, we want to remind you, among all the action next week, the team wrestling finals from Kalamazoo, so much more happening as well. State champs, you know, is always here for all high school sports.
Yeah, and don't forget to vote in our high school hockey player of the year race at statechampsnetwork.com. And for all the latest in Michigan high school hockey, check out the State Champs Power Play broadcast streaming on all your favorite platforms.
Once again, we send a big shout out to Team USA. Bring home the gold. Thanks to the LCA for their hospitality, and we'll see you next week. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people.